everyone. We're here today with Joyce Barnes. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. And how about you?
I'm enjoying the COVID summer. The weather's
Are
been
you
absolutely
staying
amazing.
safe?
I am.
Good. Me too.
Good, 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 good. Uh, so you do psychic readings and stuff. How long?
Yeah, I do.
How long have you
Yes,
been doing them?
I do. I do. Well, I work with angels. I work with spirit guides. I use tarot cards. I use angel cards. I must have that I use on a regular basis at least 15 sets of cards. And I have drawers full of other cards. Okay. And they're only a tool. They're just a tool. So you can take that, and it's like you have a hammer and there's a nail on the wall. You have to hit the hammer to put the nail on the wall. You know? So those cards are just telling me, okay, listen to yourself. What do you see? What do you feel?
So
So
what made
those are tools.
what made you get into this line of work?
Well, my mother taught me to read cards when I was 10, and it was just with playing cards, ordinary playing cards, and it was just for fun, and that's how I learned. And when I got a little bit older, like 18, 19, I started taking courses, and then I was seeing too many things, and I said, I don't want to know, I quit. But you never quit. You can't quit because people won't let you quit, because you always have a girlfriend that says, "Oh, am I going to get this boyfriend? Am I going to get this job? Can you look in your cards?" Da, da, da. So you never quit. You never quit. No. But it took me a long time to accept this. It took me a long, long time. I didn't want to do this, and I don't know if you noticed, but all my cards and everything, it says spiritist. It doesn't say psychic. It says, but it's under its spiritist, because the word psychic has been so misused in my book anyway.
Yeah.
You know that even today, when people say to me, "What do you do?" I have no idea what to say. you know, it. Uh, I don't mean it's a burden. That's not what I'm saying. But how do you explain what we do? Okay. So the best way I can explain this is what I put on my card, guiding people into a better future, because I have no idea what else to say. You know,
Yeah.
I believe that all of us are born psychic, and we're all born healers. We're born psychic because we are born with the need to connect to the source. And we're all healers because healing comes from love. When I teach healing, I mean, I'm a Reiki master, but I teach energy healing, same thing, okay? Different names, same thing. Basically, what is giving healing is love. We're sending love energy to the person. So it's all about love. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. So you just mentioned that you do teaching.
Yeah,
So you do workshops, or how do you what do you teach, and how do you go about
I do. Yeah, I do what I call awakening classes in my house. In my When I had my center, it was in the center, but now I'm too old, don't have a center anymore. I just do it in my house. But now, because of the virus, we can't meet. So now I do classes online. I just finished three different courses, three different groups of how to read the tarots and angel cards. I finished two other classes on how to protect yourself against psychic attack. And I did that because so many people feel negative, feel things, and they have no idea what to do with any of it.
it?
So I've done that. I teach energy healing also. I have classes on angels. I have there's a class that I have done I teach about the chakra also, okay, because the chakra to me is very, very important. I developed a class also that I went to teach in Lilydale in New York, because in your hand you have all the chakra in your hand, and it was to unblock the chakra. And the reason I've done that is when we had to place my mom, I mean, she passed now, she was 97, when we had to place her in an old folks home, and I'm talking maybe I did the course in 205, so it's a long time ago, okay, that I went to New York. So I've done that because in that time, believe it or not, there was still a lot of things happening in old folks home where it was not quite safe and we didn't know and that kind of thing. So my idea was I was going to train people to go into old folks home because a hand massage is a luxury in a sense, and the people don't have to undress, you don't have to have a deep massage and that kind of thing. And I'm saying, well, I'm going to train them and I'm going to send them into old folks home so they can do this and at the same time check to see and ask questions to see if they're well looked after, if they have bruises and that kind of thing. So I've done that. So I went to teach that in New York, and I taught that in Toronto, and I taught that in Belleville, in Picton, in, yeah, different places. And the majority of the people that came were nurses, people in the health department, and people who had uh, I hate the word handicap, but children or family that they wanted to try to reach and they couldn't reach, you know. So because it's in the hand, everything is in the hand, and you can feel where the chakra are blocked and everything. So anyway, I've done that. And that was really, really, it was a fun course. I also have another class that's called that was very popular. Everybody wanted this. How to become an instant psychic with color and energy,
Okay.
because and everything is again based on energy. We're all energy and vibration and colors. So if you understand, that's why I'm saying to you the chakra are so important. When I teach the tarot and I teach the angel card, it's three course in one. You have to learn everything about the chakra, you have to learn about the major arcana, and you have to learn about angel cards, fairy cards. Like I suggest a set of cards, but any angel cards, not tarot, sorry, angel cards, animal cards, fairy cards that they have is perfect because it's all the same, you know. So even if you show me a card that you have an angel set and I don't have the set, it doesn't matter to me because I can read it just to see what's there,
Yeah.
you know. So when we understand all of this, I don't want to make it sound easy, but when we understand all of this, oh my God, you know, like I can read you with what you're wearing. I
We'll
can
leave
read
that to
you.
the so I have
Maybe we'll keep that for another time.
okay. I have a question. A lot of people
Yeah.
mention tarot cards and angel cards. What are the differences, and how do you use those cards?
How do I use those cards? Well, personally, I use basically all of the tarot, but you could read just with the major arcana. But when I read, I have at least 3, 4 different set of cards. Okay, so I'll show you just a few things that I have. I have cards like this as an example. Those are angel cards. I have. I'll show you. I have those cards that I always use. Okay, because look, they are like playing cards, like my mom taught me. So when I saw that, I said, "Oh, I must have that." So and then I have. Let me see. I didn't think I was going to show you this, so I could have put them. Okay, so I have those cards, but those cards, there's just pictures. Okay, they're just pictures. Okay, so as an example. let's say that I take this card for you.
Okay.
Okay? Can you see it? Yeah. Okay. There you go. All right. So we know that this bird, this beautiful bird, that represents this is my version. It doesn't mean if you go to somebody else, maybe it's going to be another version, and it's okay too. But this is what I feel for you. Okay. To me, this is a teacher. This is somebody to guide you. This is somebody who's going to tell you, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You can do this, you can do. So you would be a very good teacher. You got that?
I,
Okay.
yeah.
So I beside what you do, I know you because I used to do your fairs and I know about the crystal behind you and everything else. But after that, I don't know what you do. But I know you would be a very good teacher. I also know if you look at the card, I also know you need a lot of healing physically, emotionally, spiritually, and you would be a very good teacher. And you will be a very good healer.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, okay, you got
It,
that?
it's a,
Should we go on the other card while we're in the card that I picked for you?
sure.
Okay, because before we started, I picked a card for you without telling you. Okay, I
Yep.
said I'm going to pick a card, and if he says okay, then I'll read the card. If you say no, it's okay too. Okay, because you're the boss. Okay,
Okay.
so I picked this card. Can you see it?
Just keep it still for a minute.
It
It
says
says,
yes.
yep.
Can you see it?
Yep, I do.
Yes. Okay. So this card, because it only says yes. Yes. What does that mean? You know, it means whatever it is that you're looking for right now. I don't care if it's for health issue, money issue, career, love, whatever. It's a yes to your question. Okay. But, but we need balance. Okay. I don't know if you can see clear enough.
Okay.
Okay, can you see this angel is holding like two spheres? Okay, so it means we need balance. Balance is usually because we are so stuck on the earth plane. We worry about money, we worry about work, we worry about people, we worry about everything, and then we forget, oh my God, I'm a soul. I have to do something for my soul. What does my soul want? Okay. Because of this card, also, it's telling me, okay, that you think a lot and you overanalyze a lot. Okay. It's also telling me that you need a lot of self love, lots of self love. Okay. You know, we're all perfect, sweetheart. You
Yes.
were born perfect. I was born perfect. The Creator made us absolutely perfect. Okay. It's us who makes us imperfect. Yeah, it's not easy to balance things with art,
Yep.
and it all, and we're all the same. We're all the same because first of all, the balance is from the heart chakra. That's why I keep saying the chakra. My God, the chakra is so important. It's the bridge between the earth plane and the spirituality or whatever's out there. Okay,
Yep.
so and we're all stuck on the earth plane and we know we need to pay the bill, we need to eat, we need a car, we need this, we need that. We're human, we're human, but we must learn that we are a soul, and one point or the other the soul's going to come up and going to say, hey, I want something. What are you doing? And then we wake up and then we change direction. And we all do that. I say to people, one day you're going to wake up and you're going to say, what am I doing here? There's got to be more to life than this. What is it? Believe me, went there. Many people went there. And the majority of the time, it comes when bad things happen, unfortunately. People are sick, they change direction. People lose everything, they change direction. I mean, and I'm telling you, things happened to me like 25 years ago, lost everything, ended up not on the street, thank God, but not far. And I don't care. I'm saying, oh my God, I am so glad I'm not there anymore. I am so glad I'm not in that world anymore. Thank God.
Yes.
See? Took you in another direction.
Yep.
So I have faith that I will always be looked after.
Uh,
Everybody wants to live on my planet. Everybody says, which planet do you belong to? Hey, that's the way it goes.
you've done readings for a long time now, for lots and lots of people around the world. Is there one reading that
Yeah, a long
yeah,
time.
is there a reading that kind of stands out in your mind that kind of
There's you know, I try very hard when people leave, everything leaves with them. But there's some instant that things really, really stuck to you, that you it's like you will always remember because some people are have uh, so many issues. I remember a woman coming to see me, that's years ago, and she said to me, and I look in the card. First of all, there's things that are illegal. We cannot say to people when they're going to die, I'm not God. And we cannot diagnose sickness. It's against the law. We could get sued by the College of Medicine. So I never go there. Okay. What I say to her, make sure you go and see your doctor, kind of thing. Go for a checkup and spoil yourself and that kind of thing. She says, don't worry, I know I'm dying. I have the cancer, I'm dying. I'm not here for that. I'm here for my daughter. I want to know if my daughter is going to be okay. So I look at her daughter. Oh my God, it looked like a disaster. Then she says, I want to know if my granddaughter is going to be okay. So I look at that too. So what happened is the grandmother is dying. The daughter kicked her husband out because he abused the little 6-year-old girl, and she wants to make sure that the daughter and the granddaughter will be okay. Right? So I had to go through all of this. So I explained to her all of this, that she's going to be fine, the daughter's going to be fine, and the granddaughter will need a little bit of therapy, but she's going to be okay as she grow. She's going to be fine. So, but those are things that when they leave and you say, "Oh my God, how can people go through things like this?" And that's only one example. There is so many people out there. There's so many people. That's why it's so important. I always say to people, this is one thing that's really important. If somebody advertise their reading and they charge $50, $100, $500, I don't care how much they charge. Okay. Do not give them a penny more. That's it. That's it. Because I had so many clients getting caught, like a young woman, beautiful young woman with 2 children. She was at home, a mother, didn't work. Her husband come home and says, I'm leaving. I met somebody else. So she is there with 2 kids, no money, no work. So she goes and sees someone that says, I'm going to bring your husband back, but I need $800. She borrowed the money. And then 2 months later, a girlfriend bring her to me, and I'm sitting there, and I said, sweetheart, look, you see, this is why the cards are so important in many ways, because they're very visual. Okay. I said, look, your marriage is over. The guy is not coming back. What were you thinking? You cannot force people to come back. I don't care who you are. You cannot do this. Okay. Anyway, so she cried and cried and cried. I spoke with her for about, I don't know, 2 hours or something. And then she left. 3 months later, she calls me. She had a job. She was a brand new woman. So I said, this is what you're going to do. First of all, you're going to go and see your doctor and talk with your doctor. Maybe you need therapy, and that's okay. Then you're going to go and find yourself a job. You're going to find yourself a job, and you're going to be independent. So basically, because I'm also a coach, by the way, and I'm also a minister, by the way. So basically, you're there to guide them. I'm there to guide them. It's tough out there. It's hard. Lots of people are going through difficult time. And when you look at the card, you can go just on the negative part of the card, or why don't you go on the positive card? Because they have the both. They have positive and negative. You know, we know life is tough. We know you went through a lot of things, but I know something else is coming.
So a lot of people ask me for, what crystals should I wear for protection? Is there some quick guide or something quick you can share with people that they can do for themselves to help protect themselves?
Well, it depends what it is that they want to be protected from. Okay, like I'm very big on citrine, by the way. I
Okay.
love citrines.
Yeah.
Okay, because citrines has two functions. First, I always have one in my wallet
Yeah.
because it brings money,
Stone of good fortune.
and it's also good for the solar plexus. So you see, the biggest problem that we have is also caused by the solar plexus because it's our energy center. It's our get up and go, it's our passion. But this is where we store anger, frustration, and all of this. And it keeps us, oh, now you're clear. I can see you now. And and it keeps us in the lower vibration. Okay. So in the lower vibration, and we're all there, we always have just enough love, just enough money, and just enough friends, and nothing more, you know. So we need to change this. So the citrine is very good for the solar plexus, okay, to remove the anger, the frustration, and that kind of thing, okay. And the quickest way to get out of there is with gratitude.
Excellent.
But we're talking crystals, so the citrine is very good for that, okay.
That's great.
Um, if you don't have anything, amethyst is good for everything, okay. Clear quartz, clear quartz. I have a lot of crystal, by the way. I love crystal. Clear quartz, okay, is a very good. It's good for protection. It's a very good healing quartz. Because you're interested in healing, aren't you? So let me show you something, if I can find it. Hang on. Look what I have. Okay. Whoop. Okay. You see that?
I do.
This is amber. Amber.
Amber, yeah.
Okay. So this has a form of an egg. Okay. Because an egg is very, very important, because everything starts with an egg, every creation, okay? But this is very good for healing. This is good to remove pain. So I have arthritis. So if my wrist is hurting, I rub this on my wrist. I rub this on my wrist. It's very, very good to remove pain. So that's a good thing. What else?
Excellent.
And
Excellent.
rose quartz. Rose quartz. Where's my rose quartz? Rose quartz is absolutely fantastic because it's universal love. Universal love. Okay, this is a rose quartz. Okay, so we all need self-love, sweetheart. We all need new love. New love could be a puppy, could be a new career, could be a new house, could be a new passion in some kind. Okay, and self-love, because charity starts at home. So I love my rose quartz. Okay, it brings you peace also.
Perfect. All
I
great.
know you know a lot more about crystal than I do.
I'm actually learning more about crystals with you today than I have in the last little while. So I'm
Oh,
really
there you
grateful for
go.
your time.
And there's well, I have a, and I have to tell you, I don't know much about crystals. I don't know all the name of the crystals, but I also teach how to read crystals,
Okay.
because when you know how to read,
Yeah.
you can read anything. you know. So because it's all the same thing, it's all the same thing. I was just very fortunate to be raised in a family that they didn't think I was crazy, you know, because I could see I w- I was raised with my aunt,
Yeah.
and my uncle was working on shift, and very often at night we were alone, and I would say to my aunt, "Who's the guy in the living room?" And she would say, "Oh my God, where?" And of course, there's nobody there. She was always so scared because I could see people that would say, "Who are they?" Hey, yeah. So there you go. I was blessed, I suppose.
I think you are. I think you are. And I think I'm kind of blessed for knowing you. Uh, so once COVID is kind of over, where can people come to you for readings, for your classes and workshops?
Well, when all of this is over, right now I'm working on the internet.
Yep.
This is what I do, and the other time is I do it at my house. I do it at my house. I used to go to, there was a store down here called Origo Books at one point or another, but they closed now. And I used to teach a lot there.
Okay.
But and I had when I had my center, I was at the center, but now I teach in my house until maybe I find another venue somewhere, you know. But right now I'm very happy here.
Excellent.
I'm
Excellent.
getting on, so I just want, I just really want to teach people to do the right thing, to do the, to understand that we have to guide people, not tell them what to do and that kind of thing, because eventually I won't be doing this anymore because I still think I'm 29, but I'm not. So eventually, maybe I won't be able to do this, but I really want to have people that I train a lot of people, and I hope they're going to continue on the
Well, I think
good path.
after this, I'm going to give you a call and maybe we can arrange something for me to come down and spend some time with you and learn some of your skills.
Absolute, absolutely. You're very welcome anytime, and I hope that your fair is going to go back.
I hope so
I
too.
loved your fairs.
Yeah,
They were so fantastic. You know, I
that's
loved, first of all the stones and everything, and yeah,
I think what I miss most is just meeting all the people. That I think
I know,
brought a joy as well.
I know. So do I. I meet, I. It's practical for me to be on the internet, and especially that I have a husband who's not well. So that's one of the reason also that I don't. I started seeing people in my house, one person at a time, just for a reading, and people that I know, and they wear a mask and everything, because of my husband, because he has a lung disease, and if he catch that, I'll feel to blame. So I don't want that. So I'm careful, and I'm careful for the other person too. So if people that I know want to come, and I'm okay with that. I don't have group in my house yet because my house it's not big. So if you have to be 6 feet apart, I can have more than three people in my house. You know what I mean? So that's not good. So I'm waiting.
Okay, Joyce.
Things gonna change. Things gonna change. Yes.
Joyce, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to talk to me.
Well,
I
I'm
learned a
happy.
lot, and I hope
I'm just happy, Salim, that I could figure out how to do this. I'm so proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too. Thank,
Oh
thanks
dear.
again for taking the time out to talk to me today.
Thank you, sweetheart. Anytime you just called me, okay?
I will. Thank you.
All right.
Bye bye,
Stay
Joyce.
safe. Stay safe. Bye bye. Blessing.